Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, good night,
A nice
baby.
job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Looking to throw.
Check.
Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Thomas. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Check 53. I'm on. Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Check nickel.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They run with Henry on first down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Hey, come on, O, come on, O.
Yo, triple left. Play.
Watch the ship.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to skip.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's at the 50, the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Tackled by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now back to throw.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey. Yo, trick left. Go.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
No chance. Mike 55.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Green to bring it back.
That's it, baby. We're going to Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Runs through the contact. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10.
Yo. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
So don't say nothing.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Your track. Mike's 5'4", Go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
He gets away from one. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Watch the out. Watch.
On second down now, it's Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pull it together.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here we go, let's bring it. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Here's Gibson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
79 Broncos. Give me that ball.
He'll look to throw. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next is Washington 31-97.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back.